Hi guys, this is Team Rocket here with a new deck profile. This is a deck profile for OEM. This is Andrew Berder and he's going to show you the deck.
Okay, so this is the deck I played at the Gold Series Win-A-Box at my local's Gamekeeper last night, and I went XO through 4 rounds and came in first place. So I played 3 Dragon Pit, 3 Wisdom Eye, 3 Oath Dragon. These are like the primary scales that you always want to be going. Use him to pop back row, him to maintain card advantage. So that's the pendulum scales. Then the other magicians I played were Janke and Dragon Pulse. Him was mostly for Monarchs to negate the Idea effect, but it can also be helpful against, for example, Burning Abyss to force a Beatrice, or to negate a Virgil, or to negate a Tin Can against Cosmo, and this is good for popping things like Majesties and Vanity's Fiend. And I played triple Allies Pendulum Dragon. This is like a searchable searcher, which is really useful to be able to complete scales. He's also a rank 7 for synchro summoning into like Ignister with Tuning Magician, for example. So yeah, pretty useful. And then the one Rip Pepe Joker searches Wisdom Eye basically. Then I played Luster. I mainly special him for something like Draco Face Off and use him to go Ignister, since Ignister is super good in this format. So I also played 2 Vectors and 2 Masters. This, again, for Face Off, it's also got a pretty useful pendulum effect against like Draco Pals, and then this is just mostly the special off Ignister to extend plays. Then in addition to that, I played 2 Armageddon Knight. This is super good because it can send like Tuning Magician, which I played 2 of, and it can open up a lot of synchro plays for the deck, like going into Trishula, Omega, or Ignister, which are all like super broken synchros. And Omega is especially good because this banishes, so you can just return it, and then next turn, if you use like the level 7, you can bring it back out and you just have a free Ignister. And then in addition, I also played Zephyros and Shadal Dragon. Him mostly to make Nightmare, but also to get Wisdom back, and this just to pop back row, out stuff like Anti-Spell. And then I also just played 3 Veiler. I cited these out pretty much every game since I never played against Monarchs, but yeah, this is pretty important for Monarchs. And then I played triple Pen Call. Pretty much one of the best cards in the deck. Especially good if you start with like Tuning and you can discard it off this and just get your scales. You can also, if you already started scales, use it to get 2 rank 4s or a rank 7 if you want to synchro or make a rank 7 XYZ. And then triple Draco Face Off, which is just a super broken card. It's a 1 card Ignister. Then I played 2 Sky Iris and 1 Terraforming. This is just to like deck thin, and also the card's like super good for searching allies and like popping an Oath Dragon, activating another Wisdom Eye, getting it all back. And it also protects your scales, which is useful. And then I played 1 Warning, 1 Psalm Strike as just my 2 traps, which these are pretty broken. For the extra deck, I played 2 Ignisters. This card is nuts. It's like super good, honestly. It outs Dark Destroyer. It's excellent. Then I played Trish. This card is absolutely ridiculous against Monarchs especially, but just in general, it makes your opponent -3 and your XYZs all go back to the extra face up, so it's awesome. And then Omega. This is super broken to go first turn. It gets your tunings from your banish to your grave during their standby phase, and it again makes them go -1, comes back. It's excellent. For the rank 7s, I played Flare Metal. This is good for burning your opponent, and it can't be destroyed, which is helpful since a lot of decks are playing Reikaki. And then I played Thick Eye. This is just my favorite XYZ, honestly, even though I don't have that many chances to go with it. It's still pretty useful to just take something like an Ignister if you're playing against Draco Pals. And then I played a Dinoster. Protect scales. It's pretty useful. Like specials, you a master from your grave if you already XYZ to one from like a Magister or something, and it just lets you extend plays. Then for the rank 4s, I played a Magister. This is a super useful searcher because it can get you Joker, which then gets you your Wisdom Eye, and that'll help you complete the scale and get a free body on the field. And it also can special a Luster or a Master face up from your extra, which is useful. Played Diamond Dyer. This is just mostly for popping back row, especially against like the Ariana version of Draco Pals. If I know they've set a Solemn Strike and I want to Pendulum Summon, and I've already popped another back row with my Dragon Pit, this can be useful. Then I played Utopia and Lightning. Super good against Cosmos, super good against Burning Abyss. Basically, also just good for guaranteeing game by swinging into something and hitting them for like 4K. I played Abyss Dweller. Really good against BA, really good against Monarchs. Just a pretty useful card overall. Castell, obviously. I played this to be able to OTK more easy or more easier, and it's won me the game most of the times that I won, which was every time. And then I played a Nightmare. This is like the main first turn XYZ to go. Super good against BA, especially, but in any matchup it's pretty useful. And then for my side deck, I sided 2 Maxi. This was mostly just for like special summon, spamming decks. Triple Iron Wall for Cosmo, also pretty good against Monarchs. Raigeki. Most of the time I would side this if I was going second, because then it can just let me clear the board for a really easy OTK. 2 Twin Twisters. I counter-sided these in case they were siding anti-spell, or I suspected they would be siding anti-spell, and also against just back row heavy decks, you know, like Ariana, Pepe, BA even. 2 Shadow Imps, specifically for Burning Abyss. 2 Massacre Strix for Monarchs, and then triple Wavering Eyes for any other Pendulum decks. So yeah, I went EXO. My hardest matchup would have been Monarchs, but I didn't play against any of the Monarchs there. So yeah, having a lot of success with the deck, it's really good. So yeah, be sure to like the channel, subscribe. Alright, Team Rocket blasting off again.